Emily, how are you doing, my friend? You were distracting our guest because you're with your beauty. Did you know that?
I didn't actually know that he could see me. I was just like waiting patiently, drinking my water, just like, all right, just gonna sit here, but I didn't know he could see me. So then I turned it around. Hi.
How are you doing? I like the Nova hanging out in the background.
Yes,
I
we have
s-
a couple Generation Novas, first and second.
and
Um,
I see
we
the
are,
power tour car in the background and a puppy.
yeah, Finley the shop dog.
Big
Yeah,
news. Big news happening this week.
yes, on Saturday. Yeah, big stuff. You gonna say it or what?
No, I'm going to let you tell us all about it.
You want me to talk about it?
Yes.
Okay. So, if anyone isn't familiar with my husband and I's YouTube show, it's Flying Sparks Garage. And I started it about 3 years ago. In March, it was 3 years. And Velocity and Motor Trend decided to do a spin off show. And we shot 10 episodes in 13 days for those cats. And they got the episodes and they pushed the production company hard to get them fast. And so we knew it would be kind of a quick turnaround on actually seeing the final product of the show. And it was a fast turnaround. They are premiering the show on Motor Trend Saturday, and they're doing the full 10 episode season drop. So it's kind of the platform like Netflix does, where people go and like binge watch shows. They're hoping for the same results on Motor Trend with our new show. So it's craziness.
That is crazy, and I am a huge fan of Motor Trend on Demand. I push it to everybody. It's the
Me
Netflix
too.
for car guys, and it's crazy when you run into somebody like Stephen Gillespie, who is the one of the partners in COTS, the no prep stuff up in Chicago, and he's never heard of it. And I'm like, how are you a car guy and you've never heard of this?
Yeah, Motor Trend on Demand is awesome.
Yeah.
$4.99. And I think you can watch for free with ads, but I've never done that because I just paid for it right away. Because
Five.
Aaron and I don't have like normal TV. We just watch like Roadkill and Dirt every day and Put Up or Shut Up and mostly just Motor Trend originals. I don't even watch many
I know.
like Discovery Velocity shows. I don't like, I'm just too busy making our own stuff. And I
Go. You
watch my
got to go
friends'
back there and
stuff.
watch the Street Outlaws No Prep Kings from last year because I was announcing 3 of them. Come on.
Yeah, I need to. I
That's on there now too.
Yeah, it is. It
It's on
is. It's
Motor
really
Trend
cool.
Demand.
So hey, we're kind of in a way, blood brothers and
family.
sister family. Yeah, Motor Trend on Demand family.
There you go.
Yes, we are.
So we had talked before, and you weren't really sure about doing your own show, even though you'd been approached many times. Obviously, they had to give you some control in content or what you're doing for you and your husband to decide to go. Okay, we're going to do our show because you like doing your own thing. You had full control. And how did this come about? Tell us, please.
Yes. So yeah, the whole thing with the TV show, I resisted for a long time. Early on, I saw a contract, and it just was extremely binding and wouldn't allow YouTube and a lot of like advertising with my likeness clauses in there, which I model and act for a living, and so I'm like, dude, that's my livelihood. I can't sign this. So um, there were a lot of like fears to jump into the TV world because of all of the contractual elements that I was just like, you know what, I'm good. I really like focusing on YouTube. My goal is not necessarily TV. So, thanks, but no thanks. And it just ended up that the crew at Velocity and Motor Trend were really persistent and they were awesome. I ended up getting us a manager, which I had already met. Adam Young, who is Rutledge Wood's manager, we had met on Power Tour a few years back, and he was just an awesome dude and so supportive and encouraging. And he said, when you need me, not if, when, you give me a call. And so with all of the contract stuff, I called him up and I was like, dude, we need you now. So he helped us a ton, just kind of going over the contract, and he helped get us an entertainment attorney and all of that good stuff to where Flying Sparks Garage, the YouTube stuff, could remain and we could continue to build that brand and continue to produce the show the way we want to. Because as much as Velocity worked really hard to give us a lot. City show, by the way. They gave us a lot of creative rights there. It's still not our own show, you know? And so being able to work directly with companies that we love and produce our own content and just be gooberheads any way we want to be and throw it on YouTube is awesome. And just to be able to do both feels wonderful. So we're really excited to be a part of the Motor Trend family. It's a cool adventure. Everyone's been really encouraging and awesome.
So what's
overall, it was a great decision, and I resisted it, but it was all in good sort of created leverage there for us. So
very
yeah,
cool.
it was awesome.
How does the show, how's it going to differ from what y'all do on Flying Sparks Garage? What's the concept of the show?
That's a good question, because we shot the show so fast, 10 episodes in 13 days. We could not do full engine swaps, and we could not do like the big sort of ground up builds that we've done. Like the Z car was a shell, and we did 6 episodes building the car. That was not going to be a good platform to start with the Motor Trend stuff. So what we did was we did like weekend projects. So the premiere episode is a basic weekend job that any guy can do in his shop
or girl.
And, I consider myself a guy. I'm like, any old guy can do it. You know? Anyway, and so little jobs that you can just attack, and they're not like engine swaps, and they're not like big build stuff, which is good because we really were insistent upon the fact that, you know what, if something goes wrong, we're not going to fake it. And stuff did go wrong. Like we weren't able to finish a few of the jobs that we started. And it was cool because, you know, in the moment, that production company is used to doing really refined shows. And in the moment when stuff went wrong and we were like, well, we can't finish this job, it was kind of like, oh, it's okay. You know, we can just put it back together and it can be like, you know, TV ready. It's okay. And Aaron and I were like, no, we're going to tell them like that we couldn't finish the job this weekend because they just saw it break. And that's the reality. When you're working on stuff in the shop, most of the time stuff does not go the way you plan. Like usually stuff breaks, or usually there's parts that you forgot to order and you have to wait. And
O'Reilly's closed.
So we were able to really have a lot of say, like in the moment shooting, which felt really great. And so it's very real. We didn't do any fake builds, any fake, you know, mods to cars. Everything that you see on the show is legit. And if we couldn't finish a job, we just couldn't finish a job. And we're like, turns out we didn't have time to finish it on this episode. We'll see you guys on the next project, you know? So it's awesome.
Tune into our YouTube page and we'll tell you how it panned out.
There you go.
We'll show the test drive on our YouTube page.
Yeah.
Well, that's very cool. Well, congratulations. I know it was a big decision, and good luck. I know I'll be watching. I watch all of Brian Lowen's stuff. I watch all of, you know, and I was going to say, you know, Freiberger and Finnegan proved that you could do an engine swap at SEMA live in, what, 3 or 4 days? So I think next season you just need to do a weekend engine swap.
You know, it's not out of the question. It's something that we want to do. We just have to get it to where we can have the production company good with it and, you know, get everyone on board.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
You just got to do a lot of planning ahead of time.
Yep.
Yeah. Hopefully the show gets picked up another season and we can just do, you know, all kinds of crazy stuff on the next season and it can expand. But, and you know, it kind of goes like this. We've watched all 10 episodes, and there's some that I'm like, okay, like that project I wouldn't do again, you know, or that sort of thing. But I've talked to a bunch of my friends in the industry, you know, like Asian from Street Outlaws and Rutledge, and all these different guys are like, it's the first season, Emily, you have to relax and not be so hard on these episodes because this is first season stuff. You got to leave room for growth. So hopefully when people watch, they give feedback and Motor Trend sees it and Velocity sees it. And then the next episode will just kick ass more.
Very cool. I know it's cool to see Roadkill on Discovery Channel on random days. And I have a feeling that we're going to see your pretty face on Discovery Channel in the near future.
Really? You think so, huh?
Yeah, I'm calling my shot right now.
All right.
Nice.
We'll watch for it. Yeah, we don't have air dates when Live Love Wrench is going to air on Velocity, but they plan on putting it in the linear programming. So for now, watch for it on Motor Trend on Saturday, but it will be coming out on TV eventually. But we don't know when yet.
Very cool. Well, you'll have to keep us updated, and we'll get you back on right before you premiere on actual network TV. But, we're going to have Lyle Barnett on in a minute, and their show, Horsepower Wars. Is that what it is? Is that the one? Horsepower Wars he's on? Yeah, theirs premieres Thursday, and me and him were talking, and I don't really, besides Discovery Channel and Street Outlaws, I don't watch a whole lot of network TV anymore. So a lot of people are going to Netflix or putting their Motor Trend on demand or YouTube
Cutting
on.
the cord, man. Cut the cord.
Yep.
Time.
It's interesting. When I first heard that Motor Trend was going to drop the whole season, I kind of got nervous. I'm like, man, is anybody going to watch on TV then? But when I thought about it more, I feel like people that watch TV are a different market than people that buy Motor Trend.
Yeah.
Some people they're old school. They have to have TV, and they love watching that Saturday morning car show, and you're always going to have those viewers. And I think it's something like 74 million viewers that, they threw out the number to me early on to entice me, but listen to all these viewership we have. And I was like, wow, that is a big number. So I think there'll always be people that watch television, but we're not one of them. We'll watch on.
Sometimes you're just too busy, man. I gotta catch up. I gotta catch up, for weeks at a time when I'm just sitting around doing nothing on a Sunday when I'm not racing or something. So
Yeah. I'm folded towels
I just
usually.
I'm binge watching. That's what I usually do.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, hey, good luck and congratulations on the
Yeah.
big news, and glad to have you back on, and so happy for you guys.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, dude. Good
Very
to see you.
Yeah, good to see
All right.
you again, and real soon we're gonna hook up in Dallas and have dinner.
Yeah, we should.
So.
And beer.
And beers, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So are y'all going to there's some stuff we got to announce later. We'll just talk about that at another show, right?
Well, we are going on this weekend. We're going to Woodward Dream Cruise and Roadkill Nights.
Oh, okay. Yeah, very cool. Well, my buddy, say hi to Brian Lowens. He'll be there announcing that. And
I'll give him a big hug. I'll send you a selfie.
okay, do that. That'll work.
Yeah.
All right. Thank
Yeah.
you so much, and congratulations. And we'll be tuning in Saturday for sure, wherever I'm at, because I have the app on my phone.
Right on, dude.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Sounds good. Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Emily.
See you later.
All right, bye.
Bye.